Hey guys, I'm Aaron, and today we're going to do a quick primer on downloading and installing extensions in SketchUp for desktop. Yeah, I know, we're doing a beyond desktop window or movie that talks about installing things on SketchUp for desktop because SketchUp for desktop is the only version of SketchUp that actually allows for extensions. It's the only thing that is built with the ability to have those external pieces of code run inside of it. So please don't ask me if I can make a video on extensions for iPad or for web because they don't exist. Well, actually, you can ask if you want. A comment's a comment's a comment in the world of YouTube. I just won't be able to say yes. So do what you will with that information. Let's hop in. All right, so what I'm going to do is go up to my extensions window or my menu, and I'm going to click on Extension Manager. This is the same for Windows or for Mac. It's also the same several versions back. If you're running an older version and don't see something like this, I apologize, but it's probably time to update. So if I look here, there's two tabs, Home and Manage. If I click between them, the only thing that really changes is these buttons over on the right. We have different options depending on which tab we're in. So if we look at Home, this is a list of all the extensions I currently have installed. Each one has the same information, the little icon, name, whether it's signed or unsigned. Signed just means that this developer has been verified and we know who they are, that sort of thing. Anything you download from Extension Warehouse is likely to come in as signed. If it comes from somewhere else, there's a good chance it could come with an outdated signature or unsigned. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a problem with that extension. It just means that that doesn't have a digital signature from the extension creator. Speaking of creators, that's who this next thing is. This is who made it. And then over to the right, we have enabled, disabled. There's also a little arrow here. If I click the down arrow, it's going to give me additional information, stuff that doesn't fit right here on the screen. This is things like version and description. In addition to saying signed right here, it says signed real big over here. But there's also a link to find out more about signatures and that kind of thing if you want. So that's all in there. It's all collapsed. We'll just put that back where it was. If there's ever a situation where you have an extension and it's installed, but you don't necessarily need it all the time, rather than uninstalling it and having to reinstall it later, you can always disable it. Disabled extensions are still saved on your hard drive. They're still in the proper folder to run on SketchUp. They're just not loaded when you start up SketchUp. So by disabling something, it says, keep this extension around, just don't load it next time you start SketchUp. That's all that is. So I do recommend if you disable or enable and change things, you should apply the changes, close SketchUp, and reopen it. Because again, a lot of this stuff doesn't get loaded except for at the start of SketchUp. Why would you do this? There are some extensions that are kind of heavy duty and maybe do a little more code loading than others. So if you do have one of those bigger extensions, it might actually slow down and make it take longer for SketchUp to start. Second tab is Manage, and if I look at Manage, again, I have two buttons, Update and Uninstall. I unwisely just updated an extension earlier today. I should have left it so you could see the button. But when this button turns blue, it means that this extension, which was installed through Extension Warehouse, has an updated version available through Extension Warehouse, and clicking Update will automatically update it. Not every extension updates in that manner. Some of them require you to go manually download an update, or some of them will come through with their own tools for checking for updates. These are just the ones that are connected to Extension Warehouse. There's another option over here for uninstall. Uninstall will remove the extension from your hard drive, from your computer. It's gone forever, and then when you restart, it won't show up in SketchUp anymore. I do recommend whether you uninstall, install, or enable, disable, the next step after that is shutting down and opening SketchUp again. All right, that's everything in there. Let's go ahead and get an extension. I'm going to go to Extension Warehouse. I can do that from this button right here. I believe it's also on the large tool set, or of course it's under Extensions menu under Extension Warehouse. Extension Warehouse, we've done videos on this, so I'm not going to dive deep into what all's in here, but I have the ability to search for extensions right here. I can see featured extensions. I'm just going to search for an extension I know I'm looking for called Drop. I'm going to hit Drop, and I'm going to search. And that's going to pull up any extension that has the word drop in the name or description. You see there's 10 of them in total. Somewhere in here it says drop for each of these. This is the one I want. I'm going to click on it. When I click on it, here's all the information I get about drop. Some of these will look different. Some will have videos or multiple images. Some will have more information down here than others. This one's pretty basic, which I love. Simple. Here's how it works. Here's the overview, so when it was created, that sort of stuff. and then of course the release notes if multiple versions are available. Over here on the right, it does have the supported information, what version, what OS, what supported languages. Now, an important note is that this stuff right here doesn't necessarily mean the software will or will not run on your current version of SketchUp. In fact, these are flags that are set by the extension creator when they upload this extension to Extension Warehouse. Sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes they don't update. That sort of thing happens. It does. So if I click install here, this says SketchUp 25. It says Windows only, and it does say free. That's an important note. As long as this is free, I'll have this button that says install. Some extensions require purchase or to go to a separate location like the extension manufacturer's website to purchase and download. If that's the case, you'll have a button here that'll walk you through that process. If it is available right now through Extension Warehouse, I can just hit install, which I'm going to do after I tell you about Contact Developer. Contact Developer is direct contact to the developer. So I do recommend if you're having an issue with an extension, try clicking that button first. Not that we don't like seeing you on the forum asking about what changed in the most recent version of an extension you like to use, but there's a lot of chance, there pretty often, that we don't know. That people just don't know that yet. So reaching out directly to the developer will help with any problems running, issues, questions, concerns, that sort of thing. That's what the button's for. Contact the people who made it. Let's click on install. I'm going to click install, and it's going to tell me, okay, just FYI, this is not compatible with your operating system, not marked as being compatible with your operating system or version. Do you still want to do this? Yes, I do, because I like to live on the edge. All right. This is a standard operating system message. Okay, you're giving this access to your computer, that sort of thing. Yes, that's what I need to do. And then when that's done, is now installed. So you can see that even though this said SketchUp 2025, Windows only, over here, the little icon showed up for drop. So it did install. Now, that's not to say it's going to work, but it did run and it did install. So even though this is listed as being only with the last version and only on Windows, the installer actually worked inside of SketchUp. So I should be able to use it. All right, and there we go. With that, Drop is now installed. And if I go up and I go into my extension manager again, and I start to scroll down here, we'll see, oh, there it is. There's Drop. It's installed. I got it. It's running. Beautiful. So what's the next step? Like I said before, once I install, I probably want to go to quit SketchUp and restart. So let's do that real quick. And we're back. So at this point, everything's installed. Now, let's look at two more things. Let's uninstall that extension, and let's find out what happens if we grab the extension from outside of SketchUp and then come in here. So let's go to extensions. We'll start by uninstalling. We're gonna go to Extension Manager. We're gonna go over to Manage, because this is enable, disable. To uninstall, go to Manage, go find Drop. Here it is, uninstall. Are you sure you wanna uninstall? Yes, I wanna uninstall. It's gone. So you can see right now, it disappeared from here. Drop is gone, but the icon's still up here. The toolbar for it is still here. This is again where I need to go quit SketchUp and restart to reload the extensions that are part of this and not load the ones that are uninstalled. So I'm gonna go to SketchUp, quit SketchUp, and start it one more time. All right, here we are. No more Drop. If we go to Extension Manager, search for it. Nope, Drop is gone. Okay, so let's close this and let's go ahead and see what happens if we got that from somewhere else. So let's say over here, I go to the Extension Warehouse in just a browser. So this is gonna look very similar. This is the listing page, is all the same information. The big difference is rather than install, it says download. So I'm gonna go ahead and click download, and rather than installing that directly into SketchUp, it's gonna download it, and now I need to install it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit done. If you don't like this video or don't remember what I said, just click on this link and it'll tell you. All right, so that's good. I can get rid of that. And now, I'm just gonna come up here and I'm gonna go to Extension Manager, just like I did before, but this time I'm gonna hit this last button we haven't touched yet, Install Extension. All right, now I'm gonna click on the RVZ I want to install, and I'm gonna hit Open, and there we go. If I scroll down here, Drop is installed, the icon showed up. Again, I do recommend at this point going to SketchUp, quitting SketchUp and loading one more time. But once you do that, Drop should be installed, that time externally rather than through Extension Warehouse. Still runs the same. Everything is the exact same. I just have to go through the extra process. So if I ever get an extension that comes from somewhere other than Extension Warehouse, those are the steps I'd have to go through. But that's it. That's all there is to getting and installing extension. Now, there's probably more stuff that I didn't think about that I didn't touch on. If so, tell me about it down in the comments. What did I forget? What did I miss? What did I leave out? I would love to hear from you. If you like that video, click like down below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. We create several videos each and every week, and you'll be notified of all of them if you subscribe. Most importantly, though, please do leave us a comment. Not just about what I missed, if anything, but also give us ideas of other things you think we should make videos about. If there's an extension you think we should look at specifically, or a workflow, or a thing you would love to see modeled. We like making these videos a lot. We like them even more when they're showing something you want to see. Thank you.